Welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, this is Ralphie, and today I'm sharing a 40-minute grounding yoga flow from the ground and center series of classes. And this is an uncomplicated practice which hopefully will help you slow down and feel more focused and calm. And it features familiar postures, some longer holds, some balances and forward folds. For practice today, you may wish to have a yoga block to help elevate the floor to meet your hands, and I really hope you enjoy the practice. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.
And begin your practice laying down on your back. Bend your knees and place your feet wide, and let your knees rest toward one another. Before we explore today's practice, we begin here in constructive rest. A chance to soften some of the effort that's often carried through your body and bring your attention more inward. If it feels comfortable for you, gently close your eyes or take a softer gaze. And just start by relaxing and merging the weight of your body with the floor. Scan your body and notice where you might be holding or bracing. And see if just for now you can let go of some of that effort with your exhales, allowing your out breath to feel slow, calm, quiet, and a little bit longer than your in breath. Before your body can feel itself clearly, it needs that opportunity to stop guarding and just simply receive. So notice now what sensations are present for you. And start to feel your natural breathe. And as you become less occupied with holding yourself together, you can create space to sense more. And even if your current experience is busy or stressful, you've got this time now to control your breath, your body, your mind, and cultivate more awareness to feel more grounded. If it resonates, you might like to set an intention for your practice ahead. A simple statement to yourself that you can return to as you practice. And take one more full cycle of breath. Slide your eyes open if you had them closed, and we'll move into a bridge flow. Walk your feet in underneath your knees, about hips width apart. Bring your arms alongside your body. As you feel yourself breathe in, raise just your arms overhead. And then on your exhale, arms forward to the floor and lift your hips into bridge pose. Inhale, arms overhead, lower your buttocks. And on your exhale, gather your knees in toward your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Another round, inhale, arms overhead, your feet to the floor. Exhale, arms forward to the floor and lift your hips. Breathe in, arms overhead, lower your buttocks. And exhale, knees to chest. This round will hold in bridge. Breathe your arms overhead. Arms forward to the floor, lift your hips and pause. And just notice how your body is continually making small adjustments here, tiny shifts through your feet, your breath, the muscles supporting your posture. Just staying current with all that you can sense. Take one more spacious breath in and lower down to the floor. Walk your feet in now to touch, knees bent, and take a loose cactus shape with your arms. Inhale here, and on your exhale, relax your right knee out to the side in half butterfly. And as you breathe in, return to center. Exhale, left knee wide, and return to center. Move slow side to side. And as your right knee opens wide, just pause there. Option to hook your right toes behind your left heel and reach your left hand for your right foot for more of a quad stretch. And just taking 3 slow rounds of breath. And release your foot if you had the bind. Step your feet together once more, knees bent. Relax your left knee wide, changing sides now. Holding either in a relaxed butterfly or take that bind, connecting your right hand with your left foot. And as you linger here, stay present to your breath and that felt experience of the stretch. Release your bind if you had it and ease both knees over to your left now. Roll out to your side and softly press your way upright. Make your way onto all fours, tabletop pose. Just placing yourself on purpose, spreading your fingers and positioning your knees under your hips. And just start to wave your spine through cow and cat. Letting your movement follow the shape of your breath. And inhale to arch your spine, drawing your heart forward and up. And exhale to round your spine. Just moving at a mindful pace so your breath has time to fill up completely, empty fully, calm and unhurried. Take one more cycle of breath. Meet me in a neutral spine. Extend your right leg back at hip height and then your left arm forward. Just finding balance here. Take a breath in and exhale. Slowly curl your right knee and left elbow to touch under your body. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, curl in. Once more, extend and hold. Place your left hand down to your mat and guide your right toes to the floor over to your left. Then shift your weight back into your right heel and turn your gaze out over your left shoulder, curving your spine to the left, directing your breath wide into your right side body. And then bend your right knee now. Find a cross-leg child's pose, folding your right knee behind your left. Untuck your toes, ease your buttocks back and bow forward toward the floor. Nestle your legs together, reach through your arms. And take another slow breath in and a calm breath out. And then glide up and return to all fours, knees under your hips. Twisting now on your inhale, reach your right arm out and then up toward the sky. And as you exhale, thread your right arm under your left, resting toward your right shoulder, your right side cheek. And step and tent your left fingertips out to the left so you offer some space across your chest for your breath to expand. Option to extend your left toes to the back of your mat if you have your balance and it feels spacious for you, straightening into your left leg. And then return your left hand to your mat, slide your left knee in, unravel, right hand to the sky, and come back to all fours. Left side now, extend your left leg back at the height of your hip. And as you're ready, your right arm forward and balance, holding. Inhale here. Exhale, curl in, right elbow, left knee to touch. Inhale, reach away. And exhale, curl in. Once more, extend and hold. Place your right hand to your mat and guide your left toes to the floor over to your right. Shift your weight back into your left heel, turn and gaze out over your right shoulder. And then bend your left knee, cross your left knee behind your right, untuck your toes, ease your buttocks back and bow forward toward the floor. Hug the legs together, reach through your arms. Easy breath in and an easy breath out. And return to all fours for thread the needle. Inhale, reach your left arm out and then up toward the sky. Exhale, left arm passes under your right, resting into your twist. Tent your right fingertips out to the right. Feeling your whole shape. Option to extend your right toes to the back of your mat. And return. Right hand to the mat, right knee down, unwind. Left hand to the sky, twist open to your left. And as you exhale, come back, all forwards. Moving into puppy pose, keep your hips over your knees and walk your hands forward. Hands can go a little wider than your shoulders, fingers spread, bow your head toward the floor. Lengthening through your side body, your spine, through the reach of your arms. And then look forward on your inhale. Melt down onto your belly and onto your forearms for Sphinx Pose. Take a moment to feel into your whole shape as you land. Spread and press all 10 toes into your mat and draw your inner thighs toward one another. Now feel the whole line of your spine gently curving. And let your breath lift the back of your heart and then draw your shoulders in and down your back. Softly releasing down. Press back to a child's pose. Take your seat to your heels. And take a slow, light breath in through your nose. And a long breath out. A breath of release. All fours on your inhale, and we'll make our way into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips. And just find a nice comfortable stride here. You might lengthen your arms forward or your feet back. Start to notice where you feel open in your shape, where you might feel resistance, and then simply move intuitively. Follow those sensations. I like to pedal your heels, lengthening into the back of your legs. You could bend both knees and sway your hips side to side, leaning into your side body. And final few breaths, just hold steady. Feel the contact of your hands on the mat, your feet. And then look forward to the top of your space. Bend your knees and step up. Place your feet about hips width apart and come to a relaxed forward fold. Bending your knees, rest your chest on your thighs. Hold opposite elbows. And relax the crown of your head toward the floor. Just pausing for a few breaths. Feel for an even weight through all four corners of your feet. And concentrate on finding just the right amount of stretch through the back of your body in a steady, even breath. And release your hands to the floor now. Hang in a ragdoll, deeper bend in the knees. And just take a nice slow breath in as you rise to stand. Circle your arms overhead, join your palms. And lower your hands to your heart center. Moving through 2 half sun salutes. Inhale, circle your arms overhead. Exhale, softly bend your knees and fold over your legs. Breathe in. Hands to shins, a halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale and refold toward your legs. Inhale, rise to stand. And lower your hands to your heart center. Again, inhale together, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, a halfway lift. And refold. Inhale, come to stand, grow tall, take up some space. And hands to prayer at your heart. Adding on, inhale, high mountain, arms overhead. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, step your right foot back for low lunge. Soften your right knee to the floor. As you're ready, sweep your arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Steady your posture, pressing down through your left heel, your right shin, scissoring your legs toward one another, holding a steady gaze. And then lower your left hand to your left hip or your thigh. Take a side bend over to your left. And then breathe yourself upright, arms overhead, and then lower and interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles down, chest up, and on your exhale, fold halfway forward. Crown of the head reaching forward, fists back. Just managing your balance with a focused gaze, aware of your breath. Release your fingertips forward to the floor off the top of your mat or onto a block now. Coming into supported warrior 3. Lift and engage your right leg. Take a moment to level off through your hips. Your right hip turns slightly down, flexing your right foot. And there's an option here to place a bend in your standing leg to offer a little bit more range in the posture. Take a breath in here, a halfway lift, extending your heart forward. And on your exhale, Shiva Squat, bend your knees, tap your right knee down behind your left calf and hold at the bottom. Right toes point up to your outer left hip and your heart reaching forward and up. On your breath rhythm now, inhale, drive your right heel up and back, supported warrior 3. Exhale, tuck into your Shiva Squat. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva Squat. Pausing here. Option to press your hands to touch at your chest and balance, hands free. Explore sitting just a little lower. And then fingertips return to the floor or your block or kick back one more time, warrior 3. And then land in a warrior 2. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Ground and seal your right heel, rising upright. Reach your arms wide and settling in, a longer hold here. Feeling your body in space from the ground up, feet pressing down and away. Shoulders balanced over your hips, centering your spine. And engaging your arms equally. Next inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your legs, take both arms overhead, hold your left wrist with your right hand, reach up and back. And then on your exhale, side angle pose, Parshvakonasana. Rebend your left knee, left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm reaches up toward the sky or overhead. Pausing here. Keep returning to the rhythm and quality of your breath. Rise and return to your warrior 2 just for a beat. And then straighten your legs, arms behind your back, interlace your fingers. Turn all 10 toes toward the long edge of your mat for Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathe your chest open as you take a breath in. And then take a few breaths to fold between your wide legs. You might prefer a little bend in your knees here to offer you a little bit more range in your hamstrings. Deliberately ground the outer edges of your feet so the inner arches of your feet move away from one another. Firming your thigh muscles. And then make contact with the even flow of your breath. Release your hands to the floor, lengthen your spine forward. And then turn and face the back of your mat. And step up. Open and fold with your breath's rhythm. Rise to stand on the new breath. And lower your hands to prayer, center of your chest, a moment to pause. Connect with how your body's breathing. And we begin again. Half sun salute, arms reach overhead. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And refold over your legs. Come to stand, inhale. And lower your hands to prayer. Inhale, circle your arms overhead. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, chest forward, look forward. And then step your left foot back for low lunge. Lower your left knee to the floor. Arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Rather than holding yourself rigidly here, just stay responsive. Feel your breath moving through your shape. Sense the subtle shifts of balance through your feet. And then lower your right hand to your right hip or your thigh, side bend over to your right. And breathe yourself upright, arms overhead. And then lower and interlace your fingers behind your back. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold halfway forward. Let's try softening your expression as you hold. And then release your fingertips forward to the floor or your block now. Come to supported warrior 3, lift and engage your left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, Shiva Squat. Tap your left knee down behind your right calf. Hold at the bottom, left toes pointing up toward your outer right hip. Open your chest. And then on the breath now, inhale, supported warrior 3, left leg back. Exhale, Shiva Squat. Breathe in, warrior 3. Exhale and curl in, pausing here. Option to balance. So you could stay on your hands or hands to prayer. And then fingers to the floor, expand, warrior 3. And land into your warrior 2. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Rising upright, arms wide to a T. Holding here. Feel the pressure beneath your feet, the position of your pelvis, the reach of your fingertips. Next inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your legs, both arms overhead, hold your right wrist with your left hand, reach up and back. And then flow into side angle pose. Right forearm to your right thigh, left arm extending. Rise and return, warrior 2. And then straighten your front leg, hold your hips now, face the long edge of your mat. Elbows squeeze in and back, take a breath in. And a few breaths to fold forward. You can run your hands down your legs, holding the legs, or option to take a bind, peace fingers, thumbs around your big toes. Just bringing your weight forward toward the front of your heels if you're leaning back there. And release your hands to the floor under your shoulders, lengthen your chest forward, and then turn and face the front of your space. This time we'll step back, plank pose. Take pause here, hold steady. Feel what needs to engage to support you, where you can actually soften in this posture. And on your exhale, we'll lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into a back bend. You might like to take cobra, lower to the floor, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just pause and notice here what feels perhaps a little different now, what feels more available in your body. And then walk your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat. As you arrive, take a halfway lift and refold over your legs. Rise slowly to stand. And standing tall here, hands at prayer or by your side, opening your posture, softening your shoulders. And from here, we'll move into tree pose reconnect. Transfer your weight into your right foot and really spread your weight evenly into all four corners of your foot. And then lift and place your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Focusing your gaze to a steady, unmoving point ahead of you. If you have your balance, you could send your arms overhead. Explore turning your gaze up. And then softly release your left foot down. Moment to pause in between. We'll go into the opposite side. Weight into your left foot. Lift and place your right foot for tree pose reconnect. And just notice that your balance is not at all static. Small adjustments through your standing foot. Perhaps a squeeze to your left buttocks. A little movement in the breath. Staying connected here as things move and change. And then gently release down. Transition into a Yogi Squat from here, Malasana. Widen your feet away from one another. You can turn the toes out, heels in. And slowly lower into your comfortable version of this posture. So if you do have a block, you can place a block under your seat for support. And once you arrive, press into your outer feet so they feel you're pushing the floor away, and then easing your inner thighs wide with your elbows. Chest open, heart lifting. Feel free to close your eyes and simply feel your shape and your breathe. And take one more breath in. And then lower down onto your buttocks. Take a seat. And you might like to shuffle a little forward toward the middle of your mat here. And we'll move into our final sequence. So with your knees bent, slip your hands behind your thighs. Preparing for supported boat, rock back onto the soft part of your buttocks and lift your legs. So you're trying to get a nice space from your belly button to your sternum to the crown of your head. Once you've got your balance, arms reach forward. And then keep your legs in the air here. Cross your legs. Right leg in front of your left and hold your feet. Continue to balance. Perhaps drawing your legs in a little closer as you lift your chest. And then land softly for a cross-legged forward fold. So keep your right shin in front of your left and try and cross roughly at the middle shins, your feet flexed. And then as you're ready, reach your arms overhead and fold forward to your own degree over your legs. Softening your effort and your breath. Relaxing your inner groins and your outer hips. And then walk your hands in, lift your chest. We'll return to boat pose, hands or no hands. Holding steady and alert. An option here to take a big toe bind, peace fingers and thumbs, hook the big toes, angle your knees wide there, and draw your feet toward you, balance here. Or last few breaths and it's available, you can extend your legs wide and balance. Keep lifting tall through all three parts of your spine. And then reversing out, bring your feet together and land softly, crossing your left shin in front of your right. Setting up for your final forward fold, arms overhead, find length through your spine. And then softly fold forward. Walking your hands back in. Gather any additional layers or props you might like to have with you as we conclude practice. Taking a final few minutes now of intentional rest. Option to lay back in Shavasana or sit quietly so your body can fully receive the benefits of your movement and your effort. And then little by little allow your body to relax and let go. Rest into the support beneath you. And I'll be back to guide you back shortly. And start to drift your awareness back. Take a deeper breath in. And stretch out in your own way. If you are laying back, bend your knees, place your feet to the floor, rolling out to your right side as you're ready. Taking these final few moments to notice how you feel and press your way back up to sit. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice, and I hope this feeling stays with you, supporting you in whatever your day brings ahead. Namaste.